Hey, it's Tom11 for another Animal Crossing New Horizons mini island tour of my island Letheria. This time I'm doing a nighttime look at the residential area because I've done some updates to it, and RFC because I haven't shown RFC in the better resolution yet since I got the new camera. So starting off over here in the residential district, I forget if I showed the beach part of the residential district before, but I'll include that too. So first off, I guess I'll start by going down the beach. So pool area for everyone to use. A little sidewalk, I mean not sidewalk, a little alleyway into the streets. So these two houses are, well, I made these houses myself since I wanted to give more height and fill the area more. Also not enough room to put all 10 houses in that spot, so I have the one house Peckaways out in the forest that I showed in the last island tour. A little eating area over here. Most of my island looks better at night, so I'll be doing nighttime tours for some of the other areas also. I believe I've shown everything now except for the island and the Village Guardian mountain thing, which I showed a long time ago, but the only thing I haven't shown is part of the new set of mini island tours where I go over everything with the new camera now. So I think it's the only area I haven't shown in decent resolution yet. Sorry, I just gotta get this first. Please be the Mush Lamp DIY. It's the only one I want. Nope, useless. Anyway, back to the tour. So this street is one tile instead of two like the others because I ran out of space. So there's Lolly's house. Wanted to put a tree behind her house, but I found out you cannot put trees adjacent to a house. So just put bamboo grass there instead, though it doesn't look as good as having a full-size tree. Fang's house. Pashmina's house. Some vending machines on the street. Felicity's house. Put a little mini tree back there also, because I want to have more trees in the residential district. I think, yeah, that's one of the updates that I've made since the last time I showed the residential district. And I believe this is an update I've made since the last time I showed in the residential district. I put an alleyway in between these houses and also added on to Felicity's house with this thing. Celia's house, who I mentioned before, but she's the only one I think I can really get rid of to replace with Raymond, even though I love Celia. I don't want to get rid of Celia, but when I eventually find Raymond at the campsite, she's the only one who can really go because Peckaway's got that house up there in the mountains that fits too well. Can't really replace that. So here's one of the other updates made. It's a little urban garden, I guess. I'm not too sure what exactly this is meant to be, but it's just generally supposed to look like those more elevated areas in Tokyo, I guess, around housing streets and stuff. And I think this is new from the last time I showed the residential district. A fish market. It's incomplete. I still need some lobsters to put on display here. That's Stinky's house. Punchy's house was the one in the middle here. I didn't mention before. Rosie's house. And Portia. So I tried to make everyone's yard with something that would suit them a bit. The bus stop in Hot Spring. I had mentioned wanting to show the hot spring at night, so I'll go and do that right now. Yeah, the hot spring looks so much better at night. Most of my island looks better at night. These lights here are what really makes the hot spring look better here. Sign saying Oresco Hot Spring, because my island of Letheria, despite the name, is primarily based on the city of Oresco. Well, Oresco and then just general modern Japanese cities. Or a combination of those two. So here's the rest of the residential district. Bunch of houses made from stalls, that's what it's called. And I use lots of fish tanks to look like lit windows. Then this area here is based on the stairs from Your Name. And just getting a view of the houses up there quick. And lastly, I'll go over and show Eryth while it's still being recorded before winter hits. As you can see, I'm recording this shortly after Thanksgiving, even though it's going up towards the end of December already. This is just a bit of a... I'm honestly not sure what I'd consider this. I guess just an area of wild grass leading up to Eryth. Then here is Eryth. Eryth looks most accurate in the fall. It looked the most accurate towards the beginning of fall when the weeds were a different color. The weeds surprisingly changed color. I don't think they did that in the other seasons, but in fall they changed color to get darker towards the beginning of November, I think. And star fragments to look like stardust rain from Eryth. Specifically, this is the Lattail Shore landmark for Eryth, and this is meant to be the high entry transporter. the large star fragment is supposed to be the center of the transporter that you stand in and then get beamed off to the other transporters. So that's my residential district and Eryth C and Hot Springs at nighttime, where they look much better. Everything on my island looks better at night, or almost everything. Can't really think of any area except for the Maid Cafe that looks better in the daytime. So I'll be having more nighttime tours of everything. Also, I'm going to have some winter tours of everything once everything is covered in snow. I want to show how everything looks with snow covering it. So, see you next time.